Hey, welcome back everybody, this is EonShiKeno with another StarCraft commentary for HMTV. We are on Akalon Waste, and we're back once again with the two players who I most recently did a commentary on. This is continuing the series. This is game number 3. Let me go ahead and introduce our players. On the bottom right side of the map, the red Terran player, it's going to be ESC's GoOdy. And on the other side, the blue Zerg player, it's going to be Liquid's TLO. Now, April Fool's was just recently happened, and if you follow TLO on Twitter, he actually, on Twitter that day, he announced that he was going to switch to Terran, which actually wouldn't, I mean, it was obviously a joke for April Fool's, but it's not completely out of the realm of possibilities for TLO, because he actually used to play a random. He was one of the last few players that actually played random on a fairly high level. So it wouldn't surprise me if he switched to Terran. He played Terran for a while. He's pretty much dedicated himself to Zerg now. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he did that anyways, but no, he has not done that. Down here, GoOdy seems to be taking some gas, throwing down a barracks. He's going to be able to pop out some Reapers, cause some havoc, hop around the map, do stuff like that. TLO going to go for the quick hatch. Hatch first, 14 hatch, working out pretty good for TLO. Let's see how he goes with his gas here. He's going to go a little bit of a delayed gas opening, or maybe a quick gas for that quick speed. Maybe roaches. Maybe he'll pop a roach timing attack and just really knock out GoOdy. You know, roach timing attacks, like really early roach timing attacks, can really crush a Terran player. And especially if they open Reapers and don't really go into Marauders and don't properly defend themselves with bunkers and stuff like that. Because Reapers just do essentially no damage to roaches. Roaches just, you know, soak up the damage really well. They have so much life. And those Reapers just aren't that good. You really need Marauders or a lot of Marines to deal with a heavy number of roaches. And if you do decide to go for a fast expand off of that, like expand like this, and then they can come in your base, you might just have to sacrifice that expansion to stay in the game. Otherwise, the losses may be too severe. But the first Reaper is out, and of course, TLO is going to see that. The Overlord flies right by it. He knows exactly what's coming his way. He knows he's got pain and suffering coming. He's going to have to do some micro. Queen's coming out, double queens. Second one should be coming up here pretty soon. Oh, I guess. Yep, there we go. There it is. Second queen's coming out. Good drone saturation here at the main. The Reaper finds his way to the natural of TLO. He scouts out that hatchery, and of course he's going to look and see no drones there, and quickly just goes straight on into the main. There's not much for the Reaper to do there. He can't attack a hatchery like he actually could have back in the Wings of Liberty. You know, Reapers used to do bonus damage versus buildings, but not anymore. You could actually just put a bunker right there excuse me, next to that hatchery, and just have that Reaper plink away on that hatchery, deal a lot of damage. But things have changed. Reaper's more of a scouting, harassment type of unit, and not really much of a siege unit as much anymore. Factory coming up for GoOdy's going to swap that over there, I would assume, maybe in a little bit. Maybe after he pops out a couple Marines. Another command center going to go up, so GoOdy's going to go for the long game, at least for the time being. Double gas going to go up here, and look at this already. Armory going to go for GoOdy as well. He's probably going to throw down another command center as soon as he gets enough minerals, I would suspect. Making a couple of Hellions here. Using that fancy new skin. Of course, we just got the Reaper versus Queen dance. Going to go back and forth. Queen usually wins that. He's got the health regen, which is pretty nice. Has that ranged attack. Spine Crawler going to go down here for TLO at the ramp. And TLO really wants to... He wants to pull his creep. Not really pull. Build his creep. Spread his creep. That's the word I'm looking for. Spread his creep to the front of his ramp here. That way he can start putting up spine crawlers, have better movement, and just kind of control this ramp. Controlling this ramp is really pivotal for a Zerg player, especially if your opponent goes for mech and they're just pumping out a lot of Hellions. And look at this. Gonna go straight for the Hellbats. Of course, Hellbats require the armory before you can build straight into Hellbats. And we have a lot of Hellbats coming out here for GoOdy. This is gonna be an interesting attack. He's got 3 SCVs, so he hasn't even made his orbital. So this is just a straight-up attack here from GoOdy. And what is TLO going to have for it? He's got 1 spine crawl. He's making a roach swarm, but that's going to be a little too late. These guys are heading across the map, And he's already got 2 of them up here at the front, this one Reaper, so the Reaper's kind of keeping an eye on things, checking out what's going on in TLO's base. And, I mean, TLO doesn't know about this. He's spreading his creep out the front still, which is pretty nice. But this force here from GoOdy is pretty sick. Army supply, look at that, 22 versus 10. Worker supply, TLO's got a nice advantage there. If TLO can survive this without taking a serious number of drone losses, he's going to be sitting pretty. But here we go. Here comes the attack. SCV's repairing Hellbats in the front. Spine Crawler dropping really quickly. SCV's trying to repair. Now we got 3 of them repairing the single one, but we have 4 Queens up there. They fall, and the Spine Crawler reigns supreme. The Queen's up there, and he managed to fight that off for the time being. 2 more Hellbats on the way. The battle is not yet over. Look at this TLO with so many Queens out. He's got, what is that, 4 Queens out? I thought he had 5 at one point, but no, guess not yet. Still has that worker lead, which is really going to be useful for him, and he's got 11 roaches coming out. Those 11 roaches are just going to wreck this attack. As soon as they get rid of those Hellbats, they're just going to chop through those Marines. Lickety split. TLO is going to come in here, scout out the 3rd command center. He hasn't yet seen this one at the National, but never mind that. We got an attack. Here we go. GoOdy going to go straight up on into the National once again, but as soon as he sees these roaches, he's going to realize, all right, I got to get away from that Spine Crawler. I cannot fight that. I need to get out of here. And the attack quickly turns into a retreat. GoOdy has to fight him off creep, if at all, but it looks like he's just going to run away. I know a couple of Hellbats getting caught with a rally there, and TLO managed to get 2 free kills. The tides have turned. TLO with an 88 supply lead over GoOdy with only 49. TLO's got to be so happy right now. Look at this Baneling that's going to come up. This could be some counter aggression coming from TLO. TLO loves his aggression as a Zerg player. War Overlord just kind of floating out there. He's got the Ventral Sax upgrade, the speed upgrade for his Overlord, so he can just kind of pick up his roaches and drop them straight in the main if he feels like it. More roaches coming out. 5 more Overlords being built. He does want to get supply blocked. He was close to getting it right there. There we have the Orbital Command forced to be lift. Can't let that sucker just lay there on the ground. Those roaches will attack it all day long. Here comes a forced siege take. Is in position. That's going to give him a little bit of wiggle room here. Allow GoOdy to go back land. Actually, not land yet because TLO flew in there and dropped some creep on there, delaying that by about 10-20 seconds. The creep's going to clear up. Siege tank is going to slowly make its way down the ramp as soon as it gets another one out there for some reinforcements. So look at this TLO with a really big army coming out here. He's even dropping the creep. The typical TLO, that's trademark TLO right there. Forward creep from the Overlords, dropping creep tumors. And look at this. The Viking, the lone Viking has seen this. This is really this is a trademark. Speaking of trademarks, this is a trademark of GoOdy. Just the one lone Viking to scout out Overlords, try and re-get the air map control. And TLO with so many units. Look at this, more Banelings coming out here. He's got a lot of forces. Let's check the units tab while we're waiting for this. 27 roaches, 6 Zerglings, a lot of Banelings coming out. 10 almost to be exact here when we're going to be done. 2 siege tanks are out. Luckily, they're both on the high ground. That's a really good position there for GoOdy. He cannot have those on the low ground, otherwise they'll just die instantly. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. TLO can just drop right on top of there. Does he have enough Marines to deal with the AA? Because he really needs to kill these Overlords before they get in a really good position. But we're going to have a drop here. Oh, they're just dropping so fast. Banelings come down. Oh my god. TLO just crashes on the party. GG, GoOdy. Dropping the GGs there, and TLO wins that game in such an amazing fashion. I gotta say, that was a beautiful ending. GoOdy was really taking out those front Overlords, got 2 of them, managed to blow those suckers up, but no, the Banelings landed right on top of that big hunk of Marines, and that was just all she wrote. Good game there from TLO, holding off that early game attack from GoOdy, and then turning it around on him very quickly, sticking with the 2 bases. So, good StarCraft there, guys. This was game number 3 from this series. If you want to see game number 1, you can go check it out on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/EonShiKeno. So, see you guys later.